The Intergovernmental Authority on Development, that's IGAD, has endorsed the Regional Women's Land Rights Agenda meant to facilitate gender equality on land from a regional perspective. So the endorsement comes after a meeting of ministers for land and ministers for gender and/or women affairs in IGAD member states. Prior to the ministers' meeting, directors met on the same issue and will be informed by common approaches from the National Women's Land Rights Agenda for the 7 member states and recommendations from the IGAD Regional Women Land Rights Conference. Lands Cabinet Secretary Farida Karoney says that the AU framework and guidelines for land policy in Africa calls for people-driven land policies and reforms that recognize women's rights to land.
If we in our continent consider women to be property, how then do we expect property to own property? Those are not my words. It's a lady who was speaking during the conference we had in June. So we still treat, in 2021, the year of our Lord, our women as property. And then we ask the question, how can property own property? Then you begin to understand why the rate of ownership of land in Kenya is only 2% for women. We have many laws in our country, including the Matrimonial Property Act, which says that spouses should have equal access to matrimonial property. But it's not always the case. They always end up in court, challenging each other, whether who and which property while we were married. So it's not really the absence of law that is the problem in our continent.